Monday Morning Marketing Podcast for all decision makers and action takers. Take it away, Esther.
And welcome back to another episode of the Monday Morning Marketing Podcast. Today we're joined by Deborah Jordan, founder of ChuzeDay. But it's only Monday. Let's figure out what all this is about. Welcome, Deborah.
Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you, Esther. Thank you, Melanie, for having me with you today.
We're
Pleasure.
very glad that you can join us. So tell us about yourself, Deborah. What got you into business in the first place, and how did ChuzeDay come about?
In a nutshell, let's just say I have a background of being in a family business, or my family being in business on both sides. So one side are jewelers, one side are hairstylists. And as I grew up, I always knew I wanted to be that independent woman, have my own money. And after doing, say, many years of working hard, I climbed to the top of my industry, I would like to say, in the hair industry. And I decided after a period of traveling and doing all the things that I wanted to do, that being in business was something that it was kind of my highest priority as a late 20-year-old, that I just wanted to work hard. I wanted to build a business, and that was my own idea of being successful. So and I loved it. I was 30 years actually in the hair and beauty industry. And the people really that I met along the way, in personally and professionally, always inspired me to, keep doing what you love to do. So,
Agreed.
I'm very, very passionate about what I did, and I used to eat, sleep, and drink it. And it allowed me to travel the world. It allowed me to be part of huge shows, hair shows, television, magazines. So I'm very grateful. And anything I aimed for, I was very lucky, maybe a high achiever in some ways, that I got to do what I wanted to do. And the last thing I did on my list, my bucket list, was London Fashion Week. And once I did that, I was like, okay, love this. Now I think it's time to do something else. So I did actually downsize my own business. We were going to move back to Wexford, and timing was right. So I closed down the business I had, downsized to a one-man band, and that was 2019. And I actually ended up having cancer in 2019. So
Yikes.
that gave me the time to actually just think about how I'd been doing business in the background, and I wanted to do it better. And in the time of recovery, then I really got to think about what I wanted. I had the big tools in the big business, but I didn't have them as a one-man band. Inspired by speaking with other business owners, that there's the isolation, there's the struggle, there's the lack of boundaries, all these things that we have. So that's how ChuzeDay came about, because it's not ChuzeDay day of the week, it's about choice, choosing your day, how you want to work to get the life-work balance, which to me, I have got kids, I'm involved in coaching swimming, I have a dog, like we all have busy worlds. So ChuzeDay was born. Yeah, that's my nutshell.
So you've explained how ChuzeDay was picked as a name. How did you actually start the concept of ChuzeDay, and how did you sell it to other people at the beginning?
I sat down at a kitchen table. I have lots of people in my life that have been amazing mentors, and people who are also founders of ChuzeDay. And between all of us as a team, we started reaching out to people that could help us, because I'm not technical. And I make that clear, that when ChuzeDay was being built, that it had to be for people that weren't technical. That was really easy, as if you're going on Facebook. It had to be easy. And then, let me see, reaching out to people, helping us grow. it's like any business. Totally out of my comfort zone, and I really had to push, like reaching out to people. Samantha Kelly has been a huge help for me personally and professionally. I have There's a lady called Fiona Nugent. She's in Further, and she's helping me with the funding element. Just all these communications and connections, which I
Mm.
find is so important, um, and but still very difficult. Um, it's Whatever business it is, you still have to grow it. So what am I now? I am 3 years in this space that I find, even though I'm out of my comfort zone, I'm really enjoying it, if that makes any sense. But connection with people who can bring me down the road of, excuse me, say the marketing end of it. Like, I'm still wearing a lot of the hats.
Mm.
So I might not be that solo business owner anymore, but I have all the tacit knowledge because I have been one.
Mm.
So yeah.
And what have been some of the struggles that you've come up against with finding funding or with marketing and with getting people on board? Has it been like hitting a brick wall, or has it been plain sailing?
No, absolutely
Mm.
not. Um, as they say, if everyone was doing it, it would be easy for everyone, but it's not easy. Um, and I think that is the real goal here. I have such a vision for this product and what it can actually do for people. And I think that's what gets me up. And by God, you nearly have more bad days than what you have good days. But I still think that because the vision is there and because I know what it can actually do, it's not going to be for everyone. It's for a small percentage of the market. But if it's something that can help people, I'm up. I'm so passionate about. I have done all this. I can What I have now, I can give and help people with starting off. They're struggling. We're all about a community with ChuzeDay, so it's not just about an app. We have a solo meetup that happens once a month, and we get the business owners to come and meet each other and talk about what they do,
Mm.
because we don't get that exposure. We don't get that platform. It's mostly about the SMEs. The bigger businesses have that kind of bigger platform. So that's what I want ChuzeDay to be. So it's a marketplace. It's many things. Um, but regarding, it's still a business. It's hard work, and you got to push hard. You got to innovate. You got to take yourself out of the comfort zone and put yourself, like even sitting on a podcast, that can be really difficult. And for me, a year ago,
Yeah,
it would
she's
have been
terrifying.
not to
I know. I've been
talk.
doing it 5.5 years.
Yeah, but people can understand that. Say, oh, you're going on a podcast. Oh my God, that must be so difficult. Or, we all evolve. Every time we push through, you feel the fear, just do it,
Do it
and,
anyway.
and it's so, you can be sweating with nerves. But I learned that, I have learned that, if you can just give it a try. And if you make an absolute hames of it, well, you're still human. And that's how I look at it.
It's a good way
And
to
so,
look at it.
Hmm. I am
so
human. I'm a mom. I'm
yeah.
going through all these other things as women do, and I'm not shy. I will share a lot of stuff. Some things I won't share, but I do feel that we need to talk more as individuals, and it's important.
So, what is the time or cost investment in, working with ChuzeDay?
As a business owner or as a guest or a customer?
Well, let's do both. Let's give people both the opportunity.
Well, from an onboarding point of view, we are really excited that in the next month we will have the onboarding process really easy for people, because that is really hard part. People get very overwhelmed by it, like, oh, there's a lot in it, but I like to do a discovery call and find out, well, what's the one part that you find? Is it your time? Is it your, your scheduling boundaries? What is it that you need? So when
Mm.
I understand their business a little bit more, it helps them kind of go, okay, so we'll just focus on that part. And then it's like any kind of I suppose an app where, the more you go on and play with it, you'll understand it more. But really, if I sat down with someone, I can have them on, up and going on the system within the hour, which
Wow.
means that they're up in business within the hour. They have a landing page, they have their own schedule, their bookings, they have, which for me is very important, the integrated payments so people can actually get deposits. Because that's the one thing that I found people didn't show up, people cancelled on you, cancellation policy. So it really protects the one man band or the sole provider. And what else would I got? There's an awful lot in there. I think being on a marketplace as we are growing, we've got 1,800 people actually using it in Wexford at the moment, booking their services,
You
which
forget there's
is
that many people in Wexford, don't you?
you watch
For
yourself
our
there.
American listeners, Wexford is a county down in the very south of the Republic of Ireland. It
So as
obviously has more than 181,000 people in it.
well, we have yeah, there's a big population here, but I guess for us, we are growing it. And the aim now is to bring it nationally. And then I would like to bring it further than, nationally. Um, so there's great excitement in it. We have businesses coming onto it every week, and it's something that's growing, but not just for the businesses, but for their own clientele. And stories of, we have nurses who would be working late at night or doing late shifts, and they're able to go on to the app 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and book their local nail or massage Pilates person
Hmm.
without having that back and forth DMing. And that was a lot of the issues I found. I lost a lot of time from a business point of view, but then you also have to think about your own guests, think about how easy it is, especially if you've got, regular clients coming to you. So you've got the one-to-one booking, and then you have the group booking on it. So
Hmm.
it's quite powerful for individuals wearing all the hats.
So, apart from the ones that you mentioned, Pilates, nails, hair, what other businesses? Is it mainly just B2C, or are there B2B businesses
Well,
adopting
from a
ChuzeDay?
B2B, I like to think that, businesses can actually recommend each other. I'm an advocate for people being able to work with other people in their area. I think that's very powerful. Recently at our solo meetup, there was two at the table that had picked up the phone in the same area working together, and they actually became stronger. And I said, oh, I so want that. So
Great.
at the moment, it is word of mouth with on the app for, say, we have a girl in town, she's nails, she can turn around and recommend the other businesses on it. Say, oh, I know this person there on it, and that's powerful. Um, our backstory really, I think, is a lot about, we really want to keep people at home in the country, young kids coming up, to know that they can have a small business. Well, say late teens, that they can have a small business they can start off. One of the girls, her name is Winnie Rath. She has the nail business. She actually started her business in COVID. She was in fourth year. And I find her story very powerful because she built her business. She's now on ChuzeDay. She's now in college. She's able to manage her business from in college. No, she's busy at the weekend. She's able to put up her hours, change her hours when her modules change. She's increased her revenue by, I think, 30%. So stories like that, that's a success story for us. For me,
Mhm.
I just want to cheerlead these people on, and that's very much the background. It's about, creating not so much employment, just allowing these businesses to grow. They start off maybe as a side hustle, but then they can be something big. They can, and I'm sure Winnie will go on to be bigger again, and that's
Hmm.
exciting. It's exciting to watch. So that's what I'd love to see.
I like the fact you introduced the concept of collaborative efforts as well, so that
Yeah.
people can work together. Um, so, is this like an entry point for small business to give them like a marketing platform and a collaboration platform, or can you see this also, withstanding larger, more established businesses like large hotels or large carveries, restaurants, that sort of thing? Could that be on Tuesday as well?
Look, I'd never say no to anything. For now, it is very much about the solo business owner. It's about that platform because there's lots of software out there. There's lots for people. Um, but what you don't have is everything that a solo business or provider needs on one app.
Mm.
There's always, we have 5 or 6 different emails to get into one thing. I'm just looking after the one man band right now, and who knows what the future could hold. You know,
Yeah.
I'm I'm just busy working on what I'm working on, and who knows, Melanie? Who knows?
And how are you getting the word out to the consumers? Because, as busy mums ourselves
Yeah.
and business owners and, going through all the things that women go through, as you said,
Yes.
um, it turns, at the end of the day, it's 5:30 on a Friday afternoon and you've forgotten to book your hair, nails, dentist, whatever it is that you
Yeah.
needed to
Yeah.
make the phone call for. How do you get the message to the consumer that ChuzeDay exists and that these small businesses are on the app for them to go in and choose which day and time, etc., to go and visit them? How are you promoting this?
So, because a lot of Tuesday has been done on a shoestring, we are now clients of Enterprise Ireland, which we're delighted with, and we're
Right.
getting lots of help there. Um, Really, a lot of it is still back to myself. I have one other girl that I work with who's a marketer. She's helping me do a lot of that work. Because again, this is not what I do. I do elements of um, which I thought was quite good at the time, was social media. But no, I'm changing it's all about social media, doing podcasts, doing radio interviews, getting it out there with the solo meetup, which to me is going to be really powerful.
You're
And
doing press releases as well, Deborah?
yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
have done
Cool.
that. Yeah, and really just as much help as I can get. Um,
Hmm.
and and to be honest with you, I'm learning a lot of that too. And I'm happy to put my hand up and say I definitely don't know it all, and I'm learning along the way. So, I have a lot of blogs that I've written on the website about my own experiences of being an individual in business and from being in the big business, the differences. What else do I have? Yeah, look, lot of reels. I like doing the reels. I like chatting
Hmm.
to my audience and getting more and more comfortable with that because I would have been very, very shy at the beginning. And some people are natural with it. I find it quite difficult, but I think, like I said, I'm pushing myself out there and telling people all about it.
And I think part of the oh, sorry. Oh, it's the first time that's happened in a long time. I think an exciting part of it is the community. It's the building and the bonding that
Yeah.
goes on between business owners, because a lot of that did get lost, not even just because of COVID, but in years before that, it almost sort of seemed like everybody was just out for themselves and, a whole me mentality rather than
Hmm.
let's
Yeah.
all build together. So, how often do these meetups happen?
So I've had two, and I'm about to launch tomorrow. I'm launching my third date. I haven't got the final go ahead yet, but we're going to be announcing the venue, the date. Um, what's powerful about it is there's huge interest. There's so many one man bands that aren't on the main street. They want to be seen, they want to be heard, they want to stand up and say, "Hey, this is my name, this is my business, this is what I do, and I'm really good at it." And some people aren't on Tuesday. A lot of them aren't on it yet. Maybe they will be, but regardless of Tuesday, the community aspect for me is the powerful part, because the isolation, and not everyone has it, but I do find from speaking with other business owners that it really is a huge, they just want to chat, they want to vent, they want to talk, oh, how do you do that better? So it's about giving tips. It's about having guest speakers coming on and saying, do you want to learn about your finance? Do you want to learn about social media? So I'm building something that I'm actually really excited about, because we're now being noticed. And that's what I felt that was missing at a lot of the networking events I've been going to. We weren't getting that, that deep into people and what they were doing and what they can give. And they might be literally around the corner from you and people don't know where they are.
Mm.
So that's what
Yeah.
I want. I want to cheerlead as much as I can. I've been in business a long, long time. I might not be able to help everyone, but I really am passionate about that.
We need like an advocate like you in every country that people listen to our podcast, because it takes one person to stand up and say, look, we're all doing this all alone and there's no need for that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, the one thing we're, as humans, and especially as women, we're all terribly suckish at asking for help. We do not ask for help ever. And
Nope.
it doesn't matter where you're listening to this episode, there will be resources, and most of them are free. So, Deborah, you're advocating alongside Samantha Kelly, who everybody here in Ireland knows. There are so many people out there that can either help you directly or signpost you to further or better support. And this whole episode is about going out there and actually asking for help.
Yeah.
This whole episode is about it. So, Deborah, thank you so much for speaking to us today and outlining what ChuzeDay is. We're going to do a proper spelling of it in the episode title, so nobody gets confused with chew as in chew food or chew as in Tuesday
I never
for
thought
the
of the
day.
chew food.
This is so confusing.
Yes, I thought it was like cool, choose and spell it differently. So yeah, and it looks good, I think, when you're.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, yeah,
Different's good.
yeah.
Yes.
I like to be different. Yes. Thank you,
Well,
ladies.
thank you so much again. That's all the time we have for today. But if you'd like to learn any more about Deborah, where do we go to get your information?
So we have our website, which is ChuzeDay.com, and my own personal email is Deborah, DEBORAH, at ChuzeDay.com.
Mm-hmm.
And, there's free ebooks if anyone wants to go in and download and get a lot of my tips and help, just to even start with your business, what works, what doesn't work. I've made all the mistakes. Let me help you with that. So the free ebook is quite
Brilliant.
cool. You can book a discovery call with me if you like on the website, and obviously socials, Deborah Jordan _ ChuzeDay. We have the Facebook ChuzeDay community is there if you want to have a look for that. And yeah, LinkedIn, of course, I'm on LinkedIn, so follow me and sign up for the newsletters as well. So they can be quite powerful.
Damn, she's full of call to actions, isn't she?
Don't
Hard
worry,
work,
guys.
girls.
All
It's
of this,
hard work.
all of these details will be in the show notes. So pop over there and look for all of those links that Deborah has just given us.
Thank you, Esther, and thank you, Melanie. It was a pleasure.
The pleasure was ours.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, we better sign off and we'll catch you next week. Bye for now. Wow, Deborah. If only people would understand that there's nobody's actually against them, everybody's for them. And I think one of the biggest and largest life lessons I've ever had is I should have asked for help sooner. And I think I probably would have branched out sooner. I would have got help sooner. I would have, I don't know. It's one of my greatest regrets. Is that how you feel about the same sort of thing?
No. Sorry.